Okay, restrictive scheduling. This is when the default schedule, which is run always as we see here, is modified by placing some restrictions on it. So we can restrict this page's playback based on a calendar date, by day of time, or by day of the week. So let's look at some examples of this. The first thing that we need to do is click in this first line of the scheduling tab to highlight it blue. We can then click on the first column where it says Run Always. The box pops up and we can uncheck the Run Always field, thus making it not Run Always. If we click off of it, then it gets highlighted green, so it's color-coded to show as present, and then all of the columns have some default values that have been plugged into them. So let's go through these one by one. The first two, start day and expiration day. This controls the calendar day when the page starts and stops. And by starts and stops, I mean is allowed to begin and then will expire based on its turn in the rotation of pages. So we can plug in a start day here of November 25th, for example, and let's say an expiration date of, let's say, December 25th. So good for a month. And now it's color-coded future because according to today's date, this does happen in the future. This will start in about a week and it'll play for a month after that. The start time and finish time fields. This controls the time of day during which the page will be allowed to play back. For example, if you have a lobby display and you only want certain pages to show during business hours, you can set this to display only between the hours of, for example, 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. And then run on days, this allows you to place one more restriction on here. If you only wanted these pages to be displayed on weekdays, for example, you can check the weekdays box and only Monday through Friday is checked. And if this page for some reason doesn't apply on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can just go in here and uncheck those boxes like that. So one thing to keep in mind is that if your start day and expiration day are far apart, like in this case they're a month apart, the start time and finish times are applied to each day in this range. So for example, on November 25th, this page will play from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Same for the 26th and the 27th and the 28th, all the way through the expiration date, assuming it's a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. So that's what this particular schedule that we've applied here looks like. And then the last column that we have over here is the dwell time. This is synonymous with duration. So each time the page comes up according to this schedule, this controls how long it will show on screen before transitioning into the next page. If we click on that, then we can uncheck Use Project Default. The default for this particular project is 15 seconds, and then we can make changes to that accordingly. If we wanted it to show for 2 minutes each time it comes around, we can just plug in 2 for minutes and 0 for seconds, and that's all there is to it.